Wakanda forever. Raise your hand if you have any idea who T'Challa is.
Yep.
Okay, that's some of us. Well, you're missing out for those of you who don't know who he is. I'm credible to speak on this topic for the amount of research and times I watched this movie. And now you're probably wondering how many times I've watched this movie. Well, it's been more than 7 times, but in one day, I watched it 5 times, back to back. It's a great movie. I really recommend it. You can pretty much call me his biggest fan. The purpose of my speech is to persuade you that Black Panther is the greatest Avenger. First, I will talk about who he was before becoming the Black Panther. Then I will inform you on his advantages. And finally, I will conclude my speech by persuading you on why he's the best. Oh, wrong one. T'Chaka, father of T'Chaka, that's T'Chaka, father of T'Challa, father of T'Challa, he was the Black Panther, and he was the ruler of his country before the attack where he was killed by Claw. T'Challa was his father's shadow for many years until he had to step up and become king of his country. Now that you know a bit of who he is, let's talk about his advantages. One of T'Challa's advantages is the rare vibranium, the rare vibranium that his country has. It's very useful for many things. His other advantage is the women that surround him. Oki, the head of his all-female security, is technically, Oki, the head of his all-female security, his technical genius sister, and his mother, the queen of, sorry, I don't know how to use this. Okay, that's Oki, and this is his security, and they're all women, which is pretty great because they like, not control him, but they're behind the king, you know, and you don't see that much often in an Avengers movie, which this movie really inspires a lot of feminism out there, feminists, yeah. Because, so these are the women in his life. This is Shuri, and then she's just trying to get at him, but what's it called? That's Oki, and that's his mother, the queen. Genius sister and his mother, the queen of Wakanda, to support him, which everything makes sense now on why he's great. According to WashingtonPost.com, on February 23rd, 2018, these women are equally entrusted with guiding and protecting the nations. They don't need to be rescued, sustained, or laddered by men. Finally, not only does Black Panther is equal to both gender, it brings awareness to African American culture. According to Quora, on July 23rd, 2015, T'Challa is the first Black hero in mainstream comic books. Virtually no Black heroes were created before him, and none with actual powers. So in other words, he was the first African American superhero, and honestly, I feel like it's been the first movie Marvel has done with a superhero with culture. It brings awareness to African American cultures. And yeah, these are some of the images of the awareness they bring. Now that I've reached my conclusion of this speech, I first stated who T'Challa was before being the Black Panther. Then I talked about his advantages, and at last I talked about the cultural awareness the superhero brings. So I'll ask you, who is the greatest superhero? Thank you.